the problem with cultural change is if you've worked in that kind of organisation where you're in a diverse environment and people are solving problems in kind of idiosyncratic and creative ways, going into an organisation where that doesn't happen and trying to reproduce that is incredibly hard. And this is, I think, what people are talking about when they talk about cultural change, is how do you take an environment where people are basically kind of deadened by working in a command and control kind of environment and not having any outlet for their creativity, and try and turn that around. And that, I mean, that's incredibly hard. One of the bits of research I did for my new book was a guy called Shine. He talks about corporate culture, and his point is that actually it's almost impossible to change culture. And you kind of, I mean, culture is the thing that made the organisation successful in the first place. Yes. So this idea that you can come in and change it, well, actually, if the company has become what it is because of the success of its culture, I mean, that culture is there for a reason. It's what's made it successful. So trying to change it, you kind of can't do that in many ways. I mean, it can kind of break the company.
That's absolutely true, but what you run up against then is the innovator's dilemma. If a company has succeeded in one domain and then an upstart comes along and starts competing on a different set of terms in a different cost model, it's really, really difficult for the battleship to turn itself around. And yet, if companies want to survive, that's exactly what they have to do. They have to be able to invest in fast growth, small businesses, and they have to have the faith of the management team that these small businesses will eventually get big. I think it's true that you can't change people who have acclimated to a command and control culture, but you can always find pockets of people who are willing to take a chance and be progressive and be imaginative.